Good evening, dear teacher and classmates. This is a task for the subject Culture and Literature. I have chosen the song I Want to Break Free. I Want to Break Free is a song by the British rock band Queen, written by their bassist John Deacon in 1983. The video for the song is one of the band's most memorable, in which its members parody a British soap opera of the time called Coronation Street. Characterized as women, let's analyze this song through the following dimensions state in the psychological approach. What it suggests about greater emotional, mental and spiritual states and processes, as well as those of her or his time. The song caused controversy due to its video, which represents two musicians dressed as women, and this made the song associated with the LGBT cause. A fact at that time it was not very well conceived in the United States, where society was much more conservative than in England. The band's homeland, and they were from England, no? However, that wasn't the only interpretation that track gained. The start of the video shows Freddie Mercury dressed as women laboring at the household. Some argue that this song is an anthem of freedom for women. Back in the 70s, gender roles were heavily defined as women, and women were mostly retired to the house chores. Personally, I think that this song and its video had nothing to do with any gay connotations, but unfortunately, people tend to make up their minds about others based on rumors. I feel that this song was about woman rights and how represent women want to break free, but can't find the means to. In the end, however, the woman does break free even through it hurts because she has fallen in love with someone already, fallen out of love with her husband. Talking about Deacon's composition, he said that he usually composed recreating characters and themes that have to do with his reflections. Thus, it is very common to deduce that the theme of the song is toxic relationships and emotional dependence. I think that Dacon's main intention was to write a song with a male perspective about the women's liberation movement, which exploded in the West between 60s and 80s. That's because he could be having personal problems in his marriage, so written by Jacob. It can mean that someone is not comfortable in any relationship or marriage, and he or she wants to break up, but it is not easy, probably because the other spouse is an authoritarian or bad person, but he or she is still in love. I can also analyze this song from the point of view of gender and sexuality and answer some questions. The kinds of women and men represents within the text. What kind of women's or men roles and relationships are not represented and are either spoken or even unspeakable? The video of I Want to Break Free has a massive relationship between the lyrics of the song and the visuals. In this song, Freddie is basically singing about how he wishes he was free, in his case from his sexuality and coming out, but in the video, the woman that he plays wishes that she can be free from domestic environment. As when the video was set around the 1950s, women were meant to stay at home and cook, clean, iron, hence the reason she wants to get out. The gender roles and sexual practice current at the time. Can a text be read as a form of sexual expression, repression, or negotiation? And I think this particular text can be read as a form of sexual and gender expression. All members of the band suffers from homophobia and knew and feel the story of Freddie, the vocalist of the band. So Deacon could be write a song about sexual orientation freedom, right? On the other hand, I Want to Break Free is supported for the video clip and the history of women itself, and women have reason to beg for freedom and equality. Thank you so much for your attention.